Hello, plant community. Thanks for tuning in to this channel. My name is Pam, and today, you guys, I want to share 5 different plant species out of my collection that are very easy care, yet create a beautiful jungle vibe that we are all seeking after. I'm super excited to share, so stay tuned. Okay, guys, before I actually get into the 5 plants, I could not do this video without first, I guess, giving an honorable mention to a Monstera deliciosa. Now, that's not one of the plants that I have here, but I wanted to make a mention of her because she is the original one that is very easy care, grows quickly, and can definitely create that jungle vibe with its beautiful fenestrations and the big wide leaves, and it's really a statement piece. So I just felt like that plant overall deserves to be recognized in this video before I jump in. So let me start with the first plant that I have here. I felt like I needed to talk about this one right here. This is the money tree, or Pachira aquatica, you guys, and I as you can see, she is currently just one stalk. Traditionally, they come in forms of what I believe odd numbers, because I believe odd numbers may be a symbolism of good luck in some cultures. So I initially started off with 3 stalks, and this is the only stalk that's left. It took me a while to actually, I guess, get the care down packed. But once I did understand what she needs, the relationship what her expectations is from me, um, she's been super easy to care for. And now I just have this one stalk. My problem that I learned in the beginning is that I was caring for this plant a little bit too much, aka watering her too much. And this is one plant that thrives off of adequate lighting as well as knowing when to water her. Considering she has this thick base, as most of them do, they do store their water there, so she's a little bit more drought tolerant. Um, I've had her growing outside, and she's been pushing out these beautiful big leaves. She definitely gives me more of like a palm tree vibe. I'm holding her above my head on purpose, you guys, just so that you can get the feel of what I'm talking about as far as creating the jungle. She is a beautiful tree-like structure that can grow tall, and as you can see, promote these canopy-like leaves that kind of like give you the feel that you're in the tropics. So I really do recommend her for any plant parent if you really want to create that jungle. Next one is this philodendron. Philodendrons across the board, all the species, really philodendrons and pothos, but philodendrons, they do very well with creating a jungle vibe. They're very easy care. You can have them dangling down, climbing up. There's so many different variations of the plant. You got the arrowhead shape, long leaves, small heart shapes, and all of that things. So it depends on what your aesthetic is, but philodendrons is definitely one of those plants. And today, the one that we're spotlighting would be my mayoi, or Tahiti. Um, this plant really does provide a jungle vibe. I'm going to put a clip somewhere, you guys, so you can see exactly where I have her. Initially, when I got this plant, I was having her grow up on a wood stake. She needs a drink too. You see how her leaves are curling? Yeah, I'm sorry, girl. I gotta give you a drink. But I decided to take her off. And as you can see from the footage of where I have her hanging, she's just cascading along the side of my stand that she's on. And I really like the feel that she's giving. It does give me like a type of, I don't know, beach vibe to me, vacation vibe, staycation, if you will. But I really do love her. It's so funny. She's grow down, and then she decided to actually grow up itself, which is very unique. She does have a leaf that's trying to unfurl, but I just love anything really that has like split in the leaves, such as this one, and of course the Pachira aquatica. You guys, you can see that it does create that vibe. I mean, just look at it just hanging up here. Like if I had her pinned it up on an actual anything, a shelving unit or whatever, it really would add a lot of jungle decor. My next one, you guys, is actually a Hoya. Of course, with Hoyas, you guys, we all want to trellis them up. But there are some Hoyas that I prefer actually hanging down, such as maybe my princesses, plants, and maybe some latifolias. But this particular one really speaks to me, and I'm going to show you some footage so you can see where I have her hanging and how you can see just the reach that this plant has is actually providing or creating that jungle vibe that I'm actually looking for. And this is my Hoya. Let me see if I can bring her up without disturbing her leaves, you guys. She is very long, but this is my Hoya. Is this the densifolia? Yes, my densifolia. And as you can see, she's pretty much taking over the entire screen because she's so long. But guys, just from afar, you can see why I would select her. She's definitely been a fast grower for me. I have not had her that long in my collection. I've had her over the growing season, and this is one of the plants that I had on my Hoya wall outside. She has definitely just grown out vines, and I mean, to me, in my personal opinion, the only way I can see me actually trellising her up is if by chance she just got too wild and I need to trellis her up to maintain her. But I'm actually liking the length of her vines. And it's very easy care, and it's a unique structure in a Hoya, in my personal opinion, because she doesn't look like a Hoya. If you really saw her from afar, you wouldn't think that she was from the Hoya family. So the fact that she's easy care and she's grows super fast, I definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend this plant as well to add to your decor. Let me see if I can put her. I have this table right here, but she's getting top heavy. I think she might, let me just move her back. She might actually tilt over a little bit, and I would hate for her vines to snap. Now, this next plant, you guys, I'm going to show you some footage of where she's growing as well. Currently, she's on the floor in my sunroom, but I think this plant would also look well too if she was elevated a little bit. So I'm not quite sure if I would do that for her, but as y'all can see where she's growing at, she does create like a little jungly corner vibe. And that is my, whew, she's heavy, guys. My devil's backbone, the variegated. I have this original, you see right here, I got this plant from the plant farm, you guys. The link is in my bio if you ever want to buy anything from there. As you can see, I am a super fan of their plants. Glad I have affiliation with them. I really am. But I've had her for 2 years. And what's interesting is, even though she is a devil's backbone, she's also, I think, a succulent almost in nature, similar to a euphorbia, which I think is pretty cool. But honestly, you guys, just look at it. I'm just moving her on purpose so you can see, like, when the wind blows. Doesn't this just give you tropical vibes? I love the green in her, as well as the beautiful variegation that is very subtle. If given enough bright light, she will promote a little bit. I'm not sure if the camera is picking up on the pinkish hues that she kind of provides, but I really love the variegation in her. And she goes so well, I think, with this pot. Um, and she's grows super fast. She's not the kind that you have to worry too much about water, because I do believe, not 100% certain, but I do believe that she stores water in the stalk, which makes her a little bit slightly drought tolerant. When I first got this plant, she was in fact hanging or sitting on my windowsill, and within a year's time, she became too tall to actually keep her there. She reached the top of my window. So I had to eventually take her out, and I brought her in here. And I had her like in the growing season, I decided to put her outside this year. And since I did, she really just popped up a lot of growth. I like it. I think of actually two things as far as tropical environment. I think of actually in the water because she kind of reminds me of some form of seaweed or weed in water. And she elevates the area, as you can see. I'm gonna try to see if I can put this footage up again. You'll see how she's on the floor, but she's filling very that space out very nicely, juxtaposed with my uh, ironically euphorbia. It wasn't planned that way, but it just looks so good in that corner to me, and it really does create a little relaxation mentally from all the stress. This next plant, which is my last plant, and I'm going to be showing you guys actually footage as well of where I have her hanging. And I love the way that she is beautifully cascading over. This is my goldfish plant, Shady Lady Marlene. I just love this plant, you guys. The beautiful daintiness of her leaves is just so whimsical. She also has, I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up, but maybe it will. She has subtle, let's see. She has red backs and it's very subtle. All of them, what I've noticed, does not seem to have them, but let's see. She's so full, I can't really. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think I. Yes, she's not really showing a whole lot, which is crazy, but she does. Let's see if I can. This right here. Maybe you can see it. It's so. Come on, plant. Come on, Shady Lady. Come on. Okay. Can y'all see that subtle red? I think it's very cute, but she is so full. I can and she's been easy care. I've had her for not long, you guys. I've had her for about a year. And she's bloomed a couple of times. Although I really wish she would bloom for me a lot because the little goldfish is just absolutely adorable. She is heavy, you guys, too. I'm not going to lie. I just watered her a couple of days ago, so she is still heavy. She takes over the corner that I have her. She's so beautiful hanging off the window there. She really just elevates or gives a whimsical vibe to me. And I don't know, like just jungle vibes. So let me put her down. So your plants, I really picked her along with probably the devil's backbone for two reasons, because you don't really necessarily need to have plants that have these big huge leaves to create jungle vibes. Small dainty leaf plants can also create jungle vibes for you as well. I really love the way that they hang and that they cascade. And looking at this particular plant here, I really can get away. I can get away with thought just from looking at this alone. So this is actually the last plant that I was sharing. I'm curious, please let me know, you guys, what plants in your environment that is actually adding to create that jungle vibe that we all sought after. How easy care is the plant for you? If there's any different species or types that I didn't make a mention of here, such as maybe anthuriums or anything like that, I would love to know what plant is giving you that jungle feel. These plants are doing it for me, you guys. I'm curious. I just want to know which plants are doing it for you. So yeah, you guys, keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do and you love listening to planty things, definitely subscribe to this channel if you have not. Keep continuously pushing those thumbs up. Push them up if you like this kind of content. It shows me your support, that you're listening, that you're caring. I appreciate it. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world. And until next time, guys, much love. Bye.